Hello and welcome to Tygem. Only on Tygem because after about 5 or 10 minutes of trying to search for games on KGS and Pandanet, it's like, alright, fine, we'll go to Tygem. Okay. Remembered coordinates, which is good. Approaching. It's kind of strange. Simple thing would just be to do this. And then he backs off, and then I can come and take the corner. If he backs off there... Actually, yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I will respond to this one. Alright, you're building influence this way, though. This, and then he jumps here, but I'm going to come and take it. Since this is facing that, I'm just going to do a flexible stone here. Because this is now like an orthodox facing this way. If I responded one more time, then he would probably take that, would be my guess. This is not a usual move. I think usually the move is to come over here. Or not here, sorry, 2 or 3 space. This exposes the cut, and then I can turn here. It's giving him all of this influence facing this way, which then he can approach, of course. Pushing through and cutting. What about just bouncing? This seems really submissive, though. Ladder, of course. Pushing through this way. There's this Atari, and Hane is Hane. Unless... Yeah, let's do it. Let's start a fight. Interesting. Atari, Hane, Atari. Yeah, it's starting to look kind of bad there. But these, well, hold on. If I attach here, Atari. I think I want a Hane here first. What about this attachment? Hane, you can go here, which is Atari. I would capture, let him capture. Fix. And this up is going to get cut off, but then he's getting stronger here with the wall facing this way. What does this do? Does this help at all? Cut. Well, if I do this and then Hane, it does. Because then he doesn't want to do this because... I think this is okay. I'm worried about this attachment. Because if I go on the inside, this is Atari. I'd have to capture that, let it go. And then these 2 stones are on the run. Which, at this point in the game, I might ignore and just try to mitigate some of the influence by extending. So, what about if I attach to him? Atari, connect, capture. Go here, he can't do this because this is Atari, and then I would fix. If he tries Atari in this way, it doesn't work because it's going to break immediately. Or I can do this way. Which way do I want to go? Does he want to give up these stones? There is this cutting point, which is double Atari. Okay, that's not good. I'm going to start with this. Okay, you do fail. Which means if I do this, this is Atari. This then becomes Atari when I poke through. Right. Let's see. So, if he cuts there, I can do this. He can capture, of course. But then I'm making a lot more shape. Put up, capture. I need to fix. This is Atari then. That's not good. What if I connect here? What if I peep here? Then he cuts Atari. I can't throw in here. That'd be a co. This, of course, goes to that. But then I've already got some eye shape when I do this. He has to pull back. You know what? I think I'm just gonna... He throws in. Interesting. Okay. What if I don't respond and do this? Now, it is really early in the game, and cold threats are kind of hard to find, but this removes the liberty off of these two, and I like that. So you're going to save these two? I think the move is here. So I push through, and you're going to give them up. Cool. I am super happy about 5th line territory. I will take it every day. Corner's still open, of course, so I'm not counting this as points, but giving me all the solid points. He's got this giant wall of influence, of course, now. But, you know, if this was his corner, I wouldn't be doing this, but it's my corner, so you're going to cut. Interesting. If you go here, I just follow. If you Atari, I Hane. Is there any problem with this? If I go this way, it's a problem, but if I go this way, I think I'm fine, aren't I? What if I just do this? Cut, extend. And now it's kind of like a knight's move sort of thing, if he tries to invade. Now would actually be a decent time for him to do that, I think. Although, with this giant wall, he should probably be extending. Alright, that one I'm not going to respond to, though. So now that he has this giant wall, I need to break it up. Easiest way would be just to go in here. If he kicks me, that is going to be kind of a problem. However, when I extend over here, he'd need to descend. Yeah, so I think I'm just going to approach. This is one of the old proverbs, stepping stones. And I was ahead, I was on the 5th line. This is really good for me. So now we're going to try to break up that influence a little bit. And if you get this entire center and I get both sides, I will be really happy. You're going to fix. Alright. Well, then I'm going to mitigate your influence even more. I'm waiting for him to respond to this. I'm sort of hoping he pincers because then I can give him this wall. Actually, in this case, I think I might jump. Don't want to approach too close. If I go one further, then he's going to throw into this one. This influence is very massive, and you don't really want to approach your opponent's influence. So I'm just doing a large knight. Okay. That is just fine. I think I will just take an extension over here. The moves that he's doing right here are really, really slow. Like, what happens if I cut this, for instance, when he fixed here? He would connect, and then I would have to run, and then he could start attacking me. Interesting. So if I just block and take the outside influence, you get some points over here, but then this influence cancels each other. This is then much greater than this. If you Hane, I cut. If you extend, I do this, and the crawl. If you cut, I could do this and then take your corner. Okay. Yep. So, are you committed to that stone? I think this was a little too aggressive. If he would have kicked me, interesting. Do you do this and that? And then Hane? I think I need to be a little aggressive here. Alright. You're gonna Hane. You are gonna Hane. If I double Hane, there's this cut, Atari, capture. You're fixing. Now that doesn't work, of course. You can get this free poke and descend, then I'd have to block. This Hane, what do I do about it? Do I double Hane here too? Because when I cut and then do diagonal? No, because I need to get a tire from that way. You know what? I think I'm okay with this. I want to do this. Actually, cut, Atari, Hane. If you Ataris, do this, Atari. How do I want to deal with this? This is bad because it's just gonna help him solidify that, so I don't want to do that. If I connect here, there's this cutting point, which I don't care about, do I? What if I just take the corner? He cuts, I connect, Atari, capture, cut, Atari. I think I'm just gonna take the corner. And if he Hane's here, I'll just back off. This is all second line territory, like I said. Until about right here, of course. Alright, so you are going to cut. And I will respond. Cool. So now if he pushes through and cuts, this is just dead. It doesn't work. Which means now I can be a little bit more aggressive and take this. If he cuts here, I need to Atari and jump. But let's see, when I do this, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 liberties to his 1, 2, 3, 4. So actually, if I do this, I can, when he does this Hane, I can do this. And then he doesn't have 2 eyes, right? Because if he Hanes this, he has to come back and fix in some way. And then when I play... Oh, wait, hold on. This, you'd have to fix. If he fixes this way, then I do this, capture. Yeah, okay. Here we go. That's interesting. So now when he pushes through and cuts, this is actually Atari, so I need to respond in some way. So I will do that by doing this. If he Hanes here, I can cut. This is now Atari and Atari. So if he Hanes here, I'm actually going to let him get this. Very strange, very strange. So if I take this, the push through, he'd have to do this. And if he does this, then I will just connect. Right? Bum. But, question is, do I need to respond? Well, if I just do this, I've already got 2 eyes, don't I? Unless he goes here. If he goes here, then I need to do this one. If he takes this one, I can do this. This is then Atari, I capture. Push through, this is Atari. I go here. He captures, I make an eye. Oh, but then that's Atari and I had to fix. Boy, this got complicated for no reason. If I just take an eye in the corner. That's what I'm doing with this. If he does this, then I just connect. If he hanes, then I don't have 2 eyes. So if I just take this one, or just start taking liberties. Yeah, if it comes down to a capturing race, I'm fine then, right? Hane, I just make a bamboo giant and I got a ton of liberties. Okay. I'm not gonna worry about the corner. If he... Oh, now you're gonna do that. Right. So if you capture, I Atari. Or this isn't Atari, but this, if he tries poking through, this now becomes double Atari, and then I can capture that. You're gonna do that. Interesting. Because now if you try to Atari this, I capture this, and I have 2 eyes already. Well, actually you can Atari this, make me connect, and then take this few points, I guess. Which is, okay. You're peeping. Wonderful, thank you. Am I strong enough to do this, or should I just take 4th line and not care? I've still got access over here, so any influence these guys, I've also got access up here. If he tries wedging, that's really going to help me. I think I'm just going to jump. This push through doesn't work, so I'll just back off and take 4th line some more. Right. But now I can push through, cut. Yeah, whatever. I'll just take an extension. Push through. If he gets another couple liberties, then this becomes Sente, and then he can capture that for an eye. Uh-oh, I hear a kitten. So now you're gonna take my corner. The thing is, I might have to give it to you. Which I'm fine with, actually. That's not working, is it? So I go here and you do this, I'd have to Atari, or I can Atari and force you to try love up here. If I do this and you back off, you can't cut. I've already got reinforcement here. So I can actually do something a little bit more aggressive, I guess. Just turn. This looks like a key point. Ouch! If he hanes here, then it's game over. If he takes that, I can do this. Atari. It's alive, isn't it? I can get a couple free moves like this and this. This is actually a decent free move. So I'll just do that. Move for him is not to respond to this directly, but, you know, start making eye shape. This is just solidifying this stuff. I don't really care if I kill that or not. Oh, you're gonna do that. Okay, if I do this, and then you connect, then I can do Atari and be okay. So you still have a chance to save those couple of stones. Now you're gonna do that. Awesome. This one pushes here. This is Atari, capture, Atari, connect, and in Gote. But I think I'm okay with that. Because that means I solidify the entire corner. Now would be a good time to push up and then connect. Or just let him go. If he does this, I'd do this one. And start just invading his territory, I guess. Sector line's actually right here, but I've already got influence right there. So I think I'm going to go a little bit deeper and maybe do something like this. Because if he gets all of this, that is fine with me. I am okay with that. I'm actually surprised he didn't respond to this. That means I can take this now, can't I? Because then if he Ataris, this is Atari, capture. I think I'm going to have to revisit this. If I just connect, I'm done, right? Yeah, I'll just connect. That's fine. So, nice wall you got. This is threatening to cut, but again, it doesn't matter. It doesn't actually help him at all. If he pulls this out, this is Atari again. If he cuts, I capture. This is Atari on that, of course, then I connect. So, I will continue reducing you, I guess. So, yeah. While reducing you and getting points as well. So, what else can we do? This just goes to Atari, and again I capture. This is Sente? No, because then he can descend and I'm dead, so that's not a good thing. I kind of want to poke at this some more. Jumping? What about this? If he pokes in here, I can back off. Poke, block, cut, doesn't work. Okay, so he finally resigned. It took, I don't know how many minutes for that to happen, but maybe he was doing some basic counting. But essentially, I had this entire right side, he got a little bit of a corner. I had this entire left side and the corner. And quite a bit at the top here, and his only territory was the center stuff. Just goes to show that just grabbing outside influence is not always optimal. Like he was building this entire wall versus my corner, and that wasn't really good. Although he could have easily built like this middle stuff here and made a big wall, but anyway. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please like it. If you're new around here, subscribe. And if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, or feedback, please leave them below. Thanks again so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.